Cecil John Rhodes, perhaps the most important figure in the advance of British Imperial interest in Southern Africa, was Cecil John Rhodes. His legacy on the region is indelible, and his name is imprinted on the region's dams, railways, towns, universities, and monuments. He was a British-born South African, shrewd businessman, prospector, philanthropist, strong advocate and defender of British imperialism. Oxford trained, and Rhodesia, now Zambia and Zimbabwe, was named after him. He was the founder of De Beers, the world's renowned diamond mining and trading company in South Africa. At the time of his death, he left in his will an educational endowment that would create the Rhodes Scholarships, touted as one of the most successful of all time. 83 Rhodes Scholars are selected annually from 14 countries or groups of countries around the world to study at England's prestigious Oxford University. Cecil John Rhodes was born on July 5, 1853 in Bishop Stortford, Hertfordshire in England. The young Cecil Rhodes fell ill shortly after leaving school, and his lungs were affected. His family decided to send him to South Africa to visit his brother, who had recently immigrated to Natal. He arrived in Durban on September 1, 1870, not to seek a fortune, but to address a medical condition. He brought £3,000 his aunt had lent him, and he used it as seed money to invest in diamond digging in Kimberley. Young Rhodes was an idealist that fervently believed in the expansion and global dominance of Anglo-Saxons. At merely the age of 23 years, Rhodes wrote, "Why should we not form a secret society with but one objective, the furtherance of the British Empire and the bringing of the whole world under British rule, for the recovery of the United States, for making the Anglo-Saxon race but one empire? What a dream, but yet is possible. It is possible." In 1889, he formed the British South Africa Company, BSSC, and was granted a royal charter. This is the means he used to acquire Rhodesia. His colonial motive of dominance was to secure land from Cape Town to Cairo for Britain through land grabs. The BSSC was empowered to trade with African rulers by creating banks, own and distribute and manage land, and raised its own police force known as the British South Africa Police. Rhodes' business model was focused on mineral exploration as opposed to national building. Rhodes' quest to build and expand Anglo-Saxon dominance came at the expense of exploiting indigenous populations. Cecil Rhodes originated the land grabs to which Zimbabwe's land crisis can ultimately be traced. In 1887, Rhodes told the South African House Assembly in Cape Town that the native is to be treated as a child and denied the franchise. We must adopt a system of despotism in our relations with the barbarians of South Africa. Though he often talked about Africans in derogative terms, Rhodes was also ironically known to have this uncommon interest in black culture and languages. Cecil Rhodes statues recently were pulled down from the campus premises of the University of Cape Town. In February of 2015, Chumani Makwele, a political science student, threw feces at Rhodes' statue, which was seen as a symbol of colonial dominance. Many black students mounted the Rhodes Must Fall campaign in protest of the slow racial integration at South Africa's best universities 20 years after the banishing of apartheid. The student protest spread to Rhodes University in Grahamstown, and at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, a statue of King George V was also vandalized. President Mugabe weighed in on the controversy of the University of Cape Town students' demands to remove Cecil Rhodes' monument from the campus grounds and to exhume his body from Zimbabwe to be sent back to the UK. Mugabe called Rhodes a strange and mischievous man. He said, "We have his corpse and you have his statue. What do you want us to do with him? Dig him up? We cannot tell you what to do with the statue, but we and my people feel we must leave him down there." The final resting place of Cecil Rhodes is within the Malindisium Shrine, the resting spirits in the Matopos Hills. Matopos Hills, known as the World's View, is situated a half-hour drive south of Zimbabwe's second largest city of Bulawayo. Rhodes died on March 26, 1902, at the age of 49 years. His burial place was self-chosen by Rhodes, and the grave is a major tourist attraction. The grave of Cecil Rhodes is constantly under threat of being dug out by anti-colonial protesters. Zimbabwe's government insists that Cecil Rhodes' legacy is part of the country's history.